We got Acid Armor, we got Calm Mind, we got everything you need. Reuniclus has got you covered, baby. Is that a Trevenant? Oh my god, they're gonna lead with it. One of the sickest shinies in the game, I'll tell you what. I cannot believe I'm witnessing the almighty Trevenant. We do have a Dark Pulse here. I'm going to go straight for it. We have a really good matchup here. They just stay in, which is crazy. They do have a Drain Punch, but with the Harvest, they did, back in the day, have a neat little thing here. I don't think they have the Harvest, though, so I don't know what's going on here. Either way, again, this is kind of a kooky thing because we are starting low on the ladder, and not a whole lot of people are playing Gen 6 anyway. So it's looking like they've got 2 Harvests grass types here. Tropius is kind of interesting. I'm gonna go straight in for Venusaur. Even if they go for Air Slash, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. So they got Ninetales. Okay, so they got Chlorophyll, Natural Cure. Okay, they can't even when we do a Mega, because Mega evolutions are a thing in this gen. Let's go for the Mega Venusaur. Flamethrower does not do too much of anything. We're gonna go ahead and hopefully get the what's it called? The poison, that's what we're calling it. Alright, so Synthesis in the Sun does give us a lot of different options here. I'm going to go for one more Sludge Bomb. This Flamethrower should not do enough, and that is a little bit risky on my part, because obviously we could run into a burn, and then we actually have to switch out. But for the Synthesis, they actually hit us with the Protect, and with the Synthesis in the Sun, we're having so much fun in the sun. We're looking good. I'm going to go for a Sludge Bomb here. We go for Hydreigon, but because Hydreigon is a little bit weakened here, I don't like doing that. There's the burn, and in this generation, it does 12% instead of 6%, as you can see. Look at that, 12% in Gen 6. That is something to note. So the Flamethrowers, actually, it cancels out, though, because now the Flamethrowers are going to be a lot weaker. So I'm going to go for, ooh, maybe we should have seen that coming. I was predicting a switch, honestly. Not sure who into specifically. I'm going to go for Synthesis. These Flamethrowers, again, not in the sun. The Synthesis will recover us less, but because we're at 46%, we'll go up to 96. I think it's fine. The Flamethrowers are not doing a whole lot of anything. Here's the Espeon, and we have to be careful of a Dazzling Gleam, so I don't really want to go straight in for Hydreigon. Let's go into Reuniclus. Reuniclus is just like the backbone of this team. Like, it's really just so good. It acts as a wall, a wind condition, and a status absorber all in one. I mean, I absolutely love this thing. I think we're just gonna go for a Psyshock. I like to just kind of poke the water here. So here's the thing: 50%. I never love this because I don't know if they've got. I'm assuming it has to be the. I'm assuming it's Y, because obviously they've got the sun going on, so I'm assuming it's Y. I'm actually going to go for another Psyshock. It is Y, okay. And we should be able to take at least one Fire Blast, and they miss anyway, which actually goes into our favor here. Up to 2%, or down to 2% rather. 2% milk. We can take, like I said, we can take one, no problem. Even if they go for Roost, most of them don't run Roost. Here's the Landorus, and here we go, Lando Lakes. Okay, so Leftovers is no problem. I'm going to go in for our Gliscor. Garchomps and Landorus, I mean, this team eats them for dinner. We got Gliscor, not Poison Heal, baby. The Stealth Rock, we do not care, because we are running Defog. You cannot run Poison Heal and Defog at the same time in this gen. Why? Just kind of how it works or whatever. They just, I forgot exactly what the reasoning is. Just basically you can't run Toxic or Poison Heal with Defog. If you want to run Defog, you can't run it, which is kind of weird. But I've always found that this is a perfect little counter. Look at that. We get rid of the rocks, we poison them, and we send them packing. Same thing with Garchomp, unless they get, unless they are Swords Dance, this Gliscor walls off Landorus's and Garchomps. It's like the craziest thing ever. We also are running Roost, but let's go ahead and face the friggin' Trevenant. I mean, they could go for Leech Seed, which is kind of annoying. I'm actually gonna go for Toxic, and they're just, see, now typically, it worked. I don't know what the heck they were planning there, but it worked, and we are not Poison Heal. So how many times are you gonna see this? Gliscor is poisoned, and we're not looking good of it. So I'm going to go straight back into my Reuniclus. They're going to go for Ninetales. I think we're just going to go ahead and poke them with another Psyshock. We do have to be careful, because you do have a limited amount of Psyshocks that can happen. I have had that happen a lot of times, where you run out of Psyshocks. And because they don't have a Dark type, I'm also not worried about that. Toxic, we do not care. We are Magic Guard. Could not care less. Could not care less about that. I'm going to go for one Calm Mind. We could go for this kind of early. Let's go for one Calm Mind. They hit us with a Protect. I'm getting a little giddy because like if we go for Acid Armor, I mean, we could just go for this right now. Let's go for Acid Armor. Here's the Tropius, and if they go for Leech Seed, guess what? We have Magic Guard. We just don't care. Like, we just do not care. I'm going to go for Magic Guard here, or Calm Mind here. They're going to go for Rest, but again, it doesn't matter. Like, it just does not matter. The Chesto Berry, have fun. Do what you will. There's the Harvest. We don't care. Eventually, we're going to one-hit kill you anyway. I'm going to go for another Acid Armor, and they just forfeit, Let's go. It has been such a long time since I've seen this Kyurem Black. My goodness. It just brings back so many memories. Wow, we look at that beaut. My god. I'm going to go straight in for the Talonflame here. We can go ahead for, I'm sure they're going to go for Fake Out. They actually go for Power Up Punch, which is very annoying. We could have just dropped the Draco right then and there, but this is fine. We're just going to go for Will-O-Wisp here. This is a little risky, but usually they go Garchomp here, or they go Zapdos. So they have plenty of checks on their team here. We missed the Will-O-Wisp, which is brutal. And I remember in Gen 6, Will-O-Wisp actually does 12% instead of 6% every single time. So that's actually really cool. I'm going to go in for Venusaur. Hopefully they don't hit us with... they did us with the Heat Wave. I don't think it's even a big deal, even pre-Mega Evolution. So we're playing a little carelessly, but that's fine. Sludge Bomb time. Volt Switch is going to do absolutely nothing. They're not running Hurricane, obviously. And let's see what they go into. We have to keep our Venusaur healthy for this Azumarill. And we're showing it off early. We're going to go for the Gliscor here. Now, people thought I was so crazy running this. And I still am a little bit crazy. But look at this. Swords Dance is a little bit worse than setting up for Rocks, because we can just go for Toxic here. And worst case scenario, they go for Dragon Claw. This is not the end of the... I don't know. This might be the end of the world. I mean, I spoke a little bit too soon. I'm gonna go for Toxic. It's very clear that we're gonna have to die at this point, which is very unfortunate. So yeah, that's brutal. I mean, that's just absolutely brutal. There's just no way around it. But like I said, the contingency plan is always going to be able to go in for Cloyster, and Cloyster should be able to take at least one of these attacks just fine. Now, typically they don't Swords Dance. Like, Swords Dance is relatively uncommon, but I'm pretty happy with this. This is fun. We're gonna go ahead and shoot out an Icicle Spear, and they can't really even switch into a Azumarill. If they go for Ice, if they go for Aqua Jet, I don't know if it's close. It's close. So obviously we're gonna go in for a Rock Blast here. Aqua Jet should be close, and it does not kill. We are so maxed. Well, not max physical defense, but our physical defense is so high that it's not going to matter most of the time. So this is unfortunate because usually Cloyster acts as a complete sweep, but Lopunny is going to prevent that from happening. We're going to go straight in for the Hydreigon, and we with the Zapdos. If Zapdos didn't exist, we could go for Talonflame, but I'm just going to drop the Draco Meteor. 3% really sucks here because this frustration. Okay, wow, hey, this actually does not take us out. They could be running. I can't put this Hydreigon in danger. I just really can't. Or can I? The Talonflame is pretty not great in this matchup. So, okay, so they are not running Quick Attack. That is actually really good to note. And whenever you see a Clefable on this team, you gotta go straight into Venusaur. Because if they start doing the Calm Mind nonsense, you gotta go straight into Venusaur. I'm gonna go for Sludge Bomb again, and they're just gonna stand there and take it. That is a bold move there. So I'm not sure if they're Magic Guard or unaware. We're gonna find out. If they are Calm Mindset, it could get pretty gross pretty quickly. But I mean, we're gonna find out though. So it's not the end of the world. We can always go for Reuniclus. Here's a Soft Boiled, and there's the Para. Of course, you gotta love it. I'm gonna go for it again. Garchomp's pretty gross, but yeah, let's see. This thing can't really take too much damage in the long run. And worst case scenario, I mean, we do have this Reuniclus, which does act as a complete win condition. So, I mean, it sucks. I'm just gonna hit Sludge Bomb again. No, they're just gonna out-roost me, huh? Okay. How do we want to play around this? The Hydreigon can no longer come in. I don't know what we do here. So they're gonna go for the Prio Roost. We also have the Prio Roost here. And let's go for Roost again. Zapdos. Okay, so we're going to have a clean switch in on Reuniclus. At this point, I'm pretty okay with this. Let's go for Acid Armor. They're critical. That's... oof. Alright, so let's go for Acid Armor. They're going to go for Garchomp. And I know with the Swords Dance, pretty brutal. But I don't think we really have another choice here. I think we're going to have to just start peeling off some Psyshocks. They actually go in for Clefable. So is this going to be... we're going to find out right now if this is actually going to be Unaware, or is this going to be... so Thunder Wave, really, really bad. But, I mean, again, if this is not Unaware, I mean, we're looking actually kind of okay here. So we're going to find out. Let's go for Psyshock. This first one did 30%. Most of them are Unaware, but some of them do run Magic Guard. So because that was a critical, I think this is going to be Unaware. This should be Unaware. Soft Boiled, let's take one more look at it. 48%. Whoa. Whoa. I don't. Whoa, hold on. That's Magic Guard, right? So let's go for one more Calm Mind, and then I think their only threats on their team are actually physical, being the Garchomp and this Kyurem. So I'm gonna go for one more Acid Armor. There's a Moonblast. I mean, this is fine though. We can take this all day. I don't care that I'm paralyzed. And are they gonna just willingly just kind of give me the game here? Because this seems to be Magic Guard. If you're Magic, I mean, if you have no other checks, so this is literally just an I win button. This is an I win blob. Moonblast. That's fine. Para's not fine. We don't like that. We don't like to see that. But this is, I mean, we're just gonna keep clicking Calm. I'm gonna keep clicking Calm Mind. Until you switch, I'm clicking Calm Mind. And we're looking pretty good here. So there's the Kyurem. Now we gotta be a little bit careful, just because, I mean, a crit obviously just blows us out of the water, even with our Acid Armors up. So let's go ahead and just go straight in for the Psyshock. And because they're poison, that'll also help us as well. Oh, actually, Ice Beam. Yeah, it's fine. Life or... oh my god. Oh my goodness, this Para. Woo! Alright, no big deal. One more Psyshock puts you away forever. Big Dragon Boy. Let's go. Ice Beam, nothing doing. Let's go. And there it is. No Roost for you. Psyshock gets you out of my hair for good. And we're looking pretty alright here. The Garchomp can just stand toe-to-toe with it with the Swords Dance. But for whatever reason, they just choose not to. I don't know why. They go for Substitute. I mean, obviously we can get paralyzed, but... I mean, what's the odds that we get like paralyzed twice in a row? It's pretty low, especially with the Leftovers recovery. I think they essentially gave us the game, because this, if they just immediately went for the Swords Dance, like just straight up, I mean, we'd be in a lot of trouble. But it's looking pretty good here. All right, so there's the it was gonna come eventually though. We do have two Acid Armors up though, so I think it's fine. Here's a Swords Dance. I'm only gonna get okay. So that's annoying. So one, I think we're okay. I think we're okay as long as another one gets a little dicey. So they have enough HP for one more, and they hit us with the Earthquake here. We get it. Ooh, and that was sweaty, because if we get paralyzed there, it's pretty much it. So, and we're on our last leg here. We're on our last blob. I'm gonna go for Recover. They're probably gonna fake out, I'm assuming. Fine, whatever. And it's important. Let's go ahead and just get full health here. Let's go ahead and get full health. Frustration, no crit, hopefully. There's the Para. Not fun. It's never fun to like weather the storm through the Para, but as long as we don't get critical, it's not fun. It's not fun, and it's not funny. One more Recover. Hopefully we can get our big blob out here, and thank goodness. And we have enough HP. I'm not even worried about recovering again. We're gonna go straight in for the Psyshock, because we really don't want to take a critical anyway. There we go. Whew, okay. This Reuniclus is doing absolute work. This is the big blob. The blob win condition. Okay, so they go in for Clefable. They reconnected. I did have to cut that out a little bit, but it's okay. I'm okay. I'm okay with taking wins wherever I can get it. There's the Moonblast. There's the Para. I mean, why not? Let's just go. Let's get paralyzed a few more times, just for the funniness of it. And I'm gonna go ahead and go for one Psyshock, just test the waters. That's gonna do 44%. Here's the thing, though. I mean, this is kind of like a death by, I want to say, like 1,000 needles. I mean, we do have to be a little scared of a crit, but now that as long as we're at like 60% health, we don't even have to worry about a crit. I mean, we're just gonna call mine here, and they're gonna soft boil. That's fine. Oh my god, I think being paralyzed is worse than anything else. Like, because being poisoned, like, you just know you're poisoned. Yeah, this is crazy. I mean, eventually, we're gonna win via Calm Mind, but if they just keep moonblasting and we get parried just to death, I mean, this is actually, like, pretty annoying. I might have to just speed this up. We're going to win, and they have disconnected. They know that they're going out of here. Let's go. And there it is. Curtains, baby. Big Blob takes it. All right, we're going to go ahead and lead with our Venusaur here. Got an Espeon, which is not very great. I don't... we could probably just go in for Reuniclus. I want to be kind of safe here. I want to get that Mega off really badly, but unfortunately, we're going to have to just do this. So they go for the Yawn. I think that's fine. I'm actually going to go for Hydreigon. There's no way they're expecting a... okay, let's see. I'm thinking we just Dark Pulse. We obviously can get risk for a Dazzling Gleam, so let's go ahead and really force their hand here. I'm gonna go back into Venusaur. They're gonna go for Yawn again. Again, this is fine because we have to whittle down that light screen, so I'm pretty okay with doing this. Let's go back into Reuniclus. I kind of want to see what they're running here as well. So Reflect, Light Screen, Yawn. I'm assuming probably Psyshock, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know, so. Maybe we do go for Hydreigon. I think they're not gonna have Dazzling Gleam or anything, so I think this is completely fine. And let's go for a Flamethrower. Okay, so there's the Mega. I forgot Megas exist here, but I'm assuming they go for Swords Dance. Why are you going for Swords Dance? I mean, we gotta hit the Flamethrower again. Bullet Punch should not be enough. I know this so much. I've played so much Gen 6 OU that I know that a Swords Dance, a Hydreigon will take that all day, no problem. So the Slurpuff is actually really scary here because they could go for Belly Drum. But fortunately, we do have the Venusaur, which is just an absolute wall. We don't really care about this Belly Drum. They can hit us for Fairy. It actually does not do too much to us, fortunately. Even with the Light Screen up for one more turn, we should be able to be fine. Let's go for the Sludge Bomb here. Play rough, doesn't even do half. It doesn't even do half, and if we get the poison, we get the poison. And, oh, with a Citrus Berry. Okay, it is what it is. I'm actually going to click on... Let's click Synthesis here. Drain Punch does nothing. I mean, just like absolutely nothing, so that's completely fine with me. Even with their Belly Drum, they're looking pretty terrible. Let's go in for Synthesis one more time. We're gonna go ahead and whittle down the Reflect as well as so... down to 5%. We're looking pretty good here. Let's go for one more Synthesis. And this is pretty great. So life's pretty good. We're gonna get up to 100% here, and now I think we can just go ahead and finish them off, and that's fine with me. Let's go for one more Sludge Bomb here, and we're gonna take the Slurpuff down to the grave, and we're gonna be looking good here. So 6-4, looking good already. Like I said, this is Gen 6 OU. This is where it all started for me. This team got me into the top 50, and yes, I understand that the Gliscor here, so weird, especially when we just take it. Looking good. Let's go.